The Hex Hollow Murder. Hex Hollow was a quiet place in Pennsylvania, the kind of place where the air felt older than the trees and people still believed that certain hands could heal, and certain hands could curse. In 1928, the name everyone whispered was Nelson Rehmeyer, a powwow doctor, a man who used old folk rituals to cure sickness, remove bad luck, and protect families from misfortune. To some, he was a healer. To others, he was a man who knew just a little too much. When crops failed and livestock died, panic didn't take long to find a target. John Blymeyer, a man already haunted by misfortune and sleepless nights, became convinced that Nelson had placed a hex on him. He said he felt watched. He said he felt drained. He said he saw Nelson's shadow in his dreams. And fear, once planted, grows fast. John turned to two friends, desperate to break what he believed was a curse. Together, they decided the only way to free themselves was to take something from Nelson: his spellbook, a lock of his hair, anything that would weaken his supposed power. But fear twists logic. Soon the plan grew darker, simpler. They convinced themselves that the only way to end the hex was to end the man they believed carried it. One cold November night, they made their way to Nelson's farmhouse. The wind was quiet. The house stood alone in the dark, its windows glowing faintly from a lantern inside. When Nelson opened the door, he welcomed them without suspicion. He offered warmth, food, kindness. None of it mattered. Their fear had already made up its mind. Before we continue, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to TimeStory. Your support keeps these stories alive. Inside the house, the tension tightened like a rope. John asked about curses, about spells, about misfortune. Nelson only shook his head. He told them he didn't practice dark magic. He told them fear was lying to them. But in a mind consumed by superstition, every denial sounds like deception. The attack was sudden and violent. The farmhouse walls echoed with the struggle. A lantern fell, shadows whipped across the room, and fear turned three men into something unrecognizable. When it was over, Nelson lay still on the floor, and their certainty, the certainty that killing him would kill the curse, began to crack. They tried to burn the body, believing fire would undo whatever magic they thought he held. But the flames wouldn't spread. The wood smoldered, hissed, resisted. Panic replaced triumph. The men fled into the night, convinced that something unseen still followed them. By morning, the truth spread across the valley. A healer had been murdered by those who feared what they didn't understand. The farmhouse still stands today, sagging, cold, and heavy with silence. Locals say the land never recovered. They say strange